I want to show you a WordPress plugin that's going to help you enhance your admin and website with this plugin. It's super easy to use and straightforward. Basically, it's on and off switches with a few little tweaks that you might need on your end, but it's super easy to use. Now, I want to give a shout out to Alberto Oliveira Jr., who pointed out to me this tool, and we're going to check out the free version on this video. So let's get started. What's up, everyone? We're going to check out admin and site enhancement plugin for WordPress. And like I said, we are going to use the free version. So that link will be provided in the description. Now, I've already installed it on my site. All you have to do is jump into plugins, add new, and search for admin and site enhancement. And it's going to be this one right here by Bowo. Okay, you install, activate it, and you are going to view it right here in the tools, going over to enhancement. And before we get started, obviously we're going to get started with our sponsor for this video, which is Hostinger. And they have really great hosting plans. What I use is their shared hosting plan and their BPS. In this case, let me show you how affordable BPS plan is, because I have an extra discount coupon code that you can use. So jump over to the link in the description also and jump into hosting. I'm going to show you the BPS plans that they have. Like I said, they are affordable. And the great part about BPS is that you have your own IP. You're not sharing an IP, and you get dedicated resources. So let's use this one right here as an example, KVM2, which is $7.99 a month, and we're going to add it to cart. And once we add it to the cart, we have three options in this case: 1, 12, and 24 months. I recommend you grab 24 months because you lock in the lower price for the 24 months, plus the renewal price is cheaper. So let's select that one. And you're going to see right here that it's $191.76. But if you use my coupon code, you'll get an extra discount coupon code, which I'll apply. And now it's $117.58. So that's locking in the price for 24 months. And you have your BPS, which you can install a bunch of WordPress sites on it. Okay. All right, let's get started with this tool. Like I said, admin and site enhancement, and it's really straightforward. So let's get started with the content management. So basically everything is practically on off switch, and some of these you tick on, you have a little setting that you have to do. For example, if I want to change the login link, which is really recommended, all I have to do is add the login link that I want to use. So instead of using wp-admin, I'll use my login for me, etc. Something different that's not really easy for hackers to understand. Okay, content management. So you got content duplication settings. So if I want to enable this one, all I have to do is just go ahead and enable it. Once I enable the ones that I want to use, I go ahead and save the changes. So for example, content order, media replacement, SVG upload. So this is a really interesting one. So you want to allow some or all users' roles to upload SVG files. So with this, we actually enable that. And I actually have more options here, which I can allow who can upload SVGs. For example, I'll say the admin, and let's just say that maybe contributors for this. So I'll enable that. External permalinks, open all external links in a new tab. So automatically by ticking this on, all the links on your site will open in a new link. So some of these enhancements, you'll see them in multiple plugins, but in this case, we're looking at it in one single plugin. So yeah, I'll open a new tab. I don't want them to jump into another site and leave my site for SEO purposes. Allow custom navigation menu items on to open in new tab. I'll leave that one off. Auto publish post with miss schedule. So again, I'll leave that one off. Those a little bit less common, I would say, but if you need something like that, the option is there. Now for the admin interface, we want to do something else. So clean up admin bar. Okay, let's enable this. Let's expand. So I want to remove WordPress logo in the menu. So why would I need this logo, right? I don't want to go to the about WordPress. I don't want to get involved. WordPress.org. Well, it's just clunky, right? I don't need it. So get rid of it. Customize menu. Don't want to remove that. I'll leave that one. Update counter link. That could be annoying for some people. Maybe you don't want to update something. Remove comments counter. Remove new content menu. We'll leave that one. Remove howdy. Yeah. Remove the help tab drawer. Yes. So remove all of that. Hide admin notices. If you don't want to get notices, well, remove that. Disable dashboard widgets. Again, you can disable that if you like. Hide admin bar. If you want to hide this, sometimes you want to do that for some of the users. For example, hide admin bar. Yeah, I thought it was there. So let's just say that only the admin should be able to view the admin bar. So that's really interesting because sometimes you have some plugins, membership plugins, for example, and if they don't have this option, you have it here. Okay. Wider admin menu. So if you think it's too small, make it wider. Admin menu organizer, enhance list tables, and just enable what you like in the admin one. Login and logout options. So like I said, change login URL. So if I want to change this default login URL, I can do so. by saying, you know what, it's going to be login now. This is my demo site, so I will not be activating that. But I do recommend that you change the link to something less common. Okay, so don't use login, don't use admin, something that's really common. Okay, site identity on login page. If you want to change that, login, logout menu, change it. Last login column, redirect after login. So if someone's going to log in, redirect them to a specific URL. Maybe it could be one of the pages that you use right here. So it just saves you time. Redirect after logout. So this could be useful for some of the, like I said, if this is a membership plugin, if they log out, send them over somewhere else. So all these, except the admin, will go into a different page. I don't know, your sales page, your promos page, your story, your about, whatever you want to send them, just do it here, okay? Next, custom code. You have options for custom code, for custom admin CSS. I'll enable this, and then I have the option to add my own CSS. So if you want to go really advanced with your customization, you have the option here. Custom admin, custom front end CSS, insert head, body, footer code. So sometimes you download a specific plugin just because you need to add your header and footer code because you don't want to do it in your theme file editor. You don't want to mess with the site. So sometimes this will make it easier. So instead of downloading a plugin that just does that, you have it here. Custom body class, manage add.txt, and app ads.txt. So enable it here if you want to edit that. Manage robot.txt. Most of the time you'll have this in your SEO plugin, but if you're not using SEO plugin, then you can do it here. Or if you just want to manage it from here, do so. Disable components, okay? Disable Gutenberg. So if you don't want to use that builder, you can go ahead and disable it. Disable block-based widgets settings screen. Disable comments. So if you have a site that's getting a lot of spam and basically your site is a corporate site and you're not doing blogs and you don't need comments, well, just go ahead and disable them like I'm going to do here. So disable it for posts, media, and pages. Disable REST API. So for security reasons, you might want to disable that one. Disable feeds, disable all updates, disable smaller components. So you have all these options available there. And security settings, limit login attempts. So your security plugin should have this, but again, you have it here in case you're not using something, okay? So it's gonna disable if it fails by, I don't know, 5 times, lockout after 5 times in the 50 minutes or 24 hours, depending on the setting. Enable that, in this case, I'll disable it. Obfuscate author slugs. So I don't know what that is, but you have the option there. Email address obfuscator. Maybe that's a word I need to learn. I'll check that out later. Disable xml.rpc. So again, for security reasons, you might want to disable that. Hackers really want to go to that section because there's vulnerabilities there. So maybe you want to disable that one. Optimizations, image upload control, resize newly upload images. So if you have an image optimizer, you have that setting already, but if you don't, well, you have it here. Revisions control, prevent bloating of database by limiting the number of revisions to keep for some or all post type supporting revisions. So you have the option here. Heartbeat control, so that's for the refreshes, for the APIs and all that. If you want to slower the heartbeat so it reduces your server load in case you need that, okay? And utilities, email delivery, multiple user roles. So if you want to enable that one, view admin as a role, password protection, maintenance mode, redirect 404 to home page. So instead of going to 404, go to home page, display system summary. So all of that is available in the free version. So if you want to check it out, like I said, link will be provided in the description. And that's a wrap for admin and site enhancement plugin tool.